In this video we want to look at the evolution of the internet for one specific purpose, to hopefully help guide you into how you could exploit the internet to get your message over to more relevant customers. So obviously the first stage in the evolution was individual websites. We all have our own website with our own unique address. The clear problem there was, how do people find us? The obvious solution is search engines, the likes of Yahoo, Google, Bing and Ask Jeeves. It was still a problem for us to make sure we were near the top when people keyed in certain criteria. And as a user of search engines myself, I know the frustration of getting a whole lot of suggested answers that bear no resemblance whatsoever to what I'm looking for. But certainly it is a step forward. Another step forward are directories, the likes of Yell, Local Life, Sunderland Nightlife, UK Cities, etc., which give you a list of businesses that match the criteria you're looking for. Sadly, in many cases the amount of content they provide was very limited, and in many cases they didn't provide a link to a website. So it's a step forward, but not a significant one. Then a great step forward are marketplaces, one place that the customer and supplier can go to find potential solutions and compare them. So we've got the likes of eBay, Amazon, CompareTheMarket.com and Uswitch. One of the disadvantages of this is it's usually limited in the amount of content it provides. I mean, its purpose is to provide lists of suppliers. What we could really do with is one site that provides all the information and content we need, but certainly a step forward. Another significant step forward is social networks, the likes of YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace.com, where we can all go into this one place and share content and so on. Still a difficulty with searching, still some problems that we've got to go to all these different sites. If I wanted to follow my football team, I'd have to go to the YouTube site for the videos, Twitter for what people were saying about it, Facebook for groups to do with that particular my particular team, or MySpace.com and other blogs to find out what other fans were saying. But certainly a significant step forward. We think the next step forward is the one that we are involved in, the Home for News. It's what we call virtual places. We actually do not hold any content here. We take all our content from the other places. It's using a technology called RSS, which is related to that orange button you see on the right of the screen. And using this RSS, which is actually very prevalent across the whole internet, we are able, for example, to take content from people's websites and embed it into a particular area on a particular subject. We get rid of the need for search engines. We relegate them to just searching for kind of things that are not very common. We get rid of the need for directories because we've got far more content and we embed the content. Directories generally send you somewhere. Our site brings all the content to you. Take the marketplace content like eBay, Amazon, etc. We can again actually embed all that content. So we pick a particular subject, we've got all the latest information, latest news, and we can bring in the supplier's content using this embedded technology. Take all the social networks, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook and MySpace, all provide this content that we can embed into one place. So the Home for News and many other sites which I imagine will develop change the way we think. We now have a designated place for a particular subject. You go to that subject and you find all the content there in one place. We believe the next stage of progress is what we call personal places. So you'll take all the content from the likes of something like thehomefornews.com, and then you'll be able to totally personalize and say, these bits isn't relevant to me, these bits are, so that you now produce a site that looks as if it was just created for your life. We hope you've enjoyed this brief look at the evolution of the internet, but the important part is that you maybe take all this into account when you're looking at ways that you can reach your customers, where you can reach your members, etc. How you provide the content and how you present it to your particular users. Using this RSS technology, your content can go to far more sites than just the Home for News. There's lots of ways your content can then be presented to your customers.